game. Does that mean you're gonna interview me?
I'm gonna No, we're talking about your game while I play this game.
I plead the fifth.
Uh, you probably were there anyway.
I might have been, but you can't prove it.
Yeah, it's true.
God, accessories for the Switch are flipping expensive.
Do what?
Accessories for the Switch are flipping expensive.
Hmm. Yeah, the whole fucking Switch is expensive.
Well, I know, but like the Wii was expensive, but I remember the controllers being less than like PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh, dude. My buddy Jimmy bought one, and he told me that the controllers are more expensive than the damn games.
Damn, I didn't know when you crit and it doubled your plus bonus damage as well. I thought it only doubled the dice damage. Well, I meant rolled an extra dice damage.
It will roll some extra dice damage. Because there are certain effects that just don't get doubled in the crit. Like you don't double sneak attack damage if you crit.
So, could you technically charge power attack?
Yeah, you.
Like charge and then do power attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's actually a feat called leap attack that if you jump just before you do power attack, you can double your power attack damage. In which case you can charge, jump while charging, and double that power attack damage. I'm not saying you have to take that. I'm just giving you an example of like 3 different feats and abilities kind of working together.
I just took power attack as my free human feat for my paladin because I thought that doesn't sound bad for a paladin, and I was just like, huh.
So,
Okay.
Jason, under the Iron Maiden, I have no idea how to code that magic attack. I don't even know where to begin.
What page is that on?
44. I have it as a thing already. I just don't know how to code it, and I put in descriptions what it does, but that's going to affect numbers because it makes my melee attacks count as magic attacks for overcoming spell resistance or overcoming any kind of resistance.
Payabons?
No, Ranvo. Oh, it's actually the next page, 45. Renov, the Iron Maiden, under his granted abilities. Cold Iron and Magic attacks, the first one.
Unfortunately, that one would have to be coded directly onto your weapon.
Ah. Alright, we'll take it in stride and figure it out as it goes. Need be.
Your best bet would be just to create a secondary weapon.
Got it.
Or just add, I could give you the coding effect to paste on the end of your weapon damage. That would probably be the easiest, quickest way to do it. See, when you're looking at your damage types, it says, like, take your dagger, 1d4 plus 1 piercing slashing.
Mm-hmm.
If you open up the weapon, you could modify it so that it could also say piercing, slashing, cold iron, magic. In which case, the weapon would just now be cold iron and magic.
Got it. Same guy, last effect, bar hand, when it gets into being able to use it alternately as a telekinetic force.
Just look up ping guy. Alright, what page is that?
45.
Was that 35?
45.
Okay, and I'm guessing it's the far hand effect.
Yeah, the alternate effect.
Bitch, man. Boom. Actually, be good buffs. Wonder what time Jeff's gonna be home. Messaged me last night.
Does it say anywhere what the force's strength bonus is?
It's equal. So the strength of Farhand is equal to your caster level.
Whoa.
So, hold on.
Careful, Carol.
Yeah, the force's strength modifier, and earlier in Farhand it says the force's strength modifier is equal to the effective binding level.
Okay, and then here it's caster level +2.
Right. Ready to go. Missions. The speeder.
Our Sam's Club membership hasn't ran up, has it?
No. Good. Oh, I leave that group. Justin, you still reading?
I gave up on that a long time ago.
No. You playing your Lord of the Rings?
I'm going to in a minute, yeah. But first, I gotta go do my laundry. Other than that, Saros is probably set for at least levels 1 through 4 because it'll be paladin levels. So I'll stick with that for now.
Until you read something else.
I'm not reading anything else today,
Oh no, not
Actually, that
today.
Exorcist is pretty badass.
which is
Paladin.
all right. I'm gonna hop off the table. I think Saros is set for whenever we decide to play this.
We just need Jeff and Jerry to make their characters.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to code that telekinetic strike either.
What's it do?
Unless maybe I'm reading it wrong. So, you can use telekinetic force to push a creature as a standard action. The force deals 1d6 points of damage to the target and initiates a bull rush using the force's strength modifier +2 bonus. If the bull rush is successful and the target moves in the direction you indicate, once you have used your far hand in this way, it dissipates and you cannot use it again for 5 rounds. Don't see anywhere where it actually says to attack.
No, I think it's just it's an automatic hit. Like you don't have to roll to hit.
Right.
Shit, Josh. 102.
It's hurled with 1 L or 2.
Sorry, is it what with 1 L or 2?
Hurled.
Hurled?
Never mind.
I don't know. I'm a terrible speller.
Fuck off, dude, of course.
I think since it's automatic, the only thing that you're going to actually have to code is just 1d6 of force damage.
and then the save for the bull rush, right?
There's no save for it. It's automatic, so the only thing that would stop it theoretically from happening would be spell resistance.
Oh, I thought you said when you're reading the description it makes the save with a +2 from the creature or something like that.
No, it well, he automatically hits and does a d6 of damage, which it says the force deals 1d6, so, and it's a telekinetic attack. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume it's force damage. So he automatically hits, it does 1d6 of force damage, and then it initiates a bull rush, and the bull rush is considered a creature with a strength equal to his caster level. So it would just be.
So it had to make a strength save against a bull rush against his caster level to see if it gets knocked prone or not.
His caster level +2 correctly to see whether he gets knocked prone or gets, well, in this case he actually just gets knocked back. So the only rolls that would need to happen is opposing strength checks. Because the force would just be 1d6 damage automatic, so. Which I will code that.
Whoa.
Alright, Clayton, what I ended up doing was under Far Hand, I just put in parentheses that Far Hand has a strength of 3 right now.
All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Yep.
Sorry, you were speaking.
Yep, the only thing that I added, because it can't really be coded, there's nothing to really code, is under Far Hand, I put strength 3. So that is the perceived strength of your Far Hand right now, or strength score of Far Hand.
Okay.
And then I did code damage under it, which is 1d6 force damage.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep, when you attempt to hit somebody, you just have to remember that it has a strength of 3. So right now you would roll like a d20 minus like versus them. And if you beat them, then they get moved back like 5, 10, 15 feet, however much you beat them by.
Oh, goodness. I need to get up on you.
Okay, and amongst the list of stupid little things, is there any way of changing all of the spells under Binder Vestiges to level 1 instead of level 0? Or do I have to remake them all?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, never mind. I figured out how to do it.
Come on, shoot it.
All right, I'm back.
Hi, Jerry.
I think my guy is done.
Subtitles thought you said you think my daddy's done. Funny.
So to make things easier on you, I added page numbers to shit. I also made effects that will state my appearance changes depending on which I take.
All right, what'd you say? Now that Josh is done chewing or whatever he was doing.
I tried to make things easier, and I made a effect for each vestige. So like when I take on Amon,
Oh, okay. Yep, I see now. Cool.
and that way it's right there in my effects, you know, that I have the curling ram's horn, whatever. I also put page numbers for the manifestations in case you or I want to get descriptive with things and make things easier. Just doing page numbers.
Yeah, because for at least a little while, since this class is fairly new to me, I'll probably have your probably just have the book open for a little while till I get pretty used to it.
Yeah, same. And if I had a PDF to copy and paste, I would just copy and paste the manifestation into this. But to be honest, I don't want to. I don't feel like doing all that typing.
Right.
Do you want the background just under notes?
Yes, please.
That's it. Do you have any alignment requirements or requests?
Not really.
Is alignment different in Eberron?
Alignment's way more ambiguous. Like I was telling Grim earlier, like he has a smite evil, where in normal D&D, like your smite evil does not work on a good creature because they are a good creature and they have the good template because their template says they're good in the monster manual. And it's not like that in Eberron. If you truly perceive that character as evil, then your smite evil works.
Got it.
And all of the races and all the different like predestined, like orcs are always chaotic evil, or goblins are, or whatever, beholders are always evil. No, beholders might be still predestined to be kind of selfish, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. And you can run into chaotic evil gold dragons just as easily as you can run into lawful good red dragons. So there is no predestined alignment for races and creatures.
I'm trying to think of what a good alignment.
Like I notice, like when I'm reading, like in the book, it kind of makes your binder seem nefarious. You're dealing with underhanded things, and to me, it's more like, no, you would be seen more like a shaman more than you would be like an evil person for dealing with things like that.
That's how I looked at it too. Is it's very shamanistic, and like I always envisioned binders having their own orders.
Yeah, like, but when I was reading it, it really tried to paint you guys in like a evilish light, and I was like, no,
I think that
I
comes.
guess I don't see that.
I guess that comes from the whole fear of the unknown. And when a normal person starts like getting mutated and twisting and growing horns, they're perceived as evil.
Right? Like it says here, like a paladin could like lose stuff by traveling with you, and I'm like, you're gonna be traveling with an exorcist of the silver flame, and it's like really other than, you know, you really should worship the silver flame, but you know, it's to each their own kind of a thing. It really would come down to how you use your powers that make you good or evil. I mean, if you grow horns and then you slaughter an innocent person by stabbing them with your horn, well, obviously that's a bad thing.
Yep.
But you know,
Oh, there's gonna be some great interactions, you better believe, between a guy who's devoted to getting rid of possessions and then the dude who willfully is like, "Hey, I want ghosts in me."
It's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah.
And it all goes on how it's role played and explained. Because my guy's like, "What are you talking about? These are the sacred dead, the ancestors whose will survived the disjoining."
Yeah, as long as you like really describe it well, it wouldn't be much different of a religion than what the Arianel elves practice. They're heavy into ancestry worship.
Well, I just love how, like, the whole binding thing, like, you can look at it as 100% religious, or you can look at it as 100% not religious. You know, it's
Right.
great.
But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's really how you guys, how your characters see it. Because I could just sit here and describe it all day as it's not, which one thing. But, if an Exorcist of the Silver Flame just has that viewpoint, prejudice are inherent to all religions. That's just kind of comes with the territory.
Yep. So yeah, after getting 10 levels of Invoker or Binder, I think I'll move on to Psionicist.
Yeah, by that time, you'd have somebody in the party that would just be able to train you in psionic stuff.
Hopefully. I like the mental masturbation that is thinking about invoking the spirit, and now it has psionic abilities.
Right?
Because, like, I'll be honest, I actually prefer to fail the role, take on them personality traits.
I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to intentionally fail because that could actually kill the binding. So you might be able to intentionally fail, but I guess you could potentially take a penalty, I guess, if you really wanted to.
Well, all failure does is give you the traits.
I guess at the end of the day, that's on you. Just depends on if the people possessing your head decide to do things that you don't necessarily agree with as an individual. The only thing that I think I didn't necessarily like about the class, and I would have to read more of it, is when I was reading the different spirits that can infect your head, like none of them seemed good.
They're all, like, I don't know, ambiguous. They're good and bad.
Just reading it, it seemed like it still kind of tried to paint him in the more malevolent than benevolent light.
I guess that.
I just think it would have been a little more interesting if one or two of them would have been like benevolent. Like, okay, now I have, trying to get one creature that would be like, malicious in this intent, but now they're gonna fight this other creature in my head because they would save somebody in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I also haven't read through all of them yet. That was a lot of reading.
Is my sound suppression working, or are you guys hearing me cough every time?
I'm hearing you talk when you're talking to us, I think.
All right, so you're not hearing me cough?
No, I haven't heard you cough.
Oh, good. All right. I just wanted to make sure I had that shit calibrated right, because I cough a lot. Fuck, I don't know alignment. Is chaotic neutral like chaotic stupid to you, or
It depends on how you play it.
like?
If your guy's like all silly, yeah. I guess chaotic neutral, you're a little more random than normal, but I really think like if your randomness grows out of control, it just like a character that has kind of is under control but is a little chaotic and little random. He's chaotic neutral. Unfortunately, somebody that just rolls dice and does stuff willy-nilly like every single chance they get is also chaotic neutral. They just are a little more extreme at it.
Because I'm looking at chaotic neutral as in like
I got it. Stop.
I don't agree with